Hello everybody, you're watching NicolaiBolas, and I'm here with another vintage cube draft. I really hope you've been enjoying the content so far, because with about 6 days left of vintage cube, it's going to keep on coming. I'm going to take all the ancestrals, MOXs, and black lotuses that the game has to offer me, and I'm going to try and get as many trophies as I possibly can. It's my second draft for the night, looking for some redemption after the last one, which didn't go too well, spoiler alert. Hopefully this one goes really well. I'll see y'all once we start the first pack. Okay, we're in pack 1, and things look, well, interesting enough, I suppose. Nothing immediately jumps out to me. We have an Oblivion ring at the bottom. Glorybringer is good against fair decks. Force of Negation is a fine card, but it requires a lot of blue mana. Drain Wingmare is really good in mono white specifically, and I guess in Boros, otherwise it's really difficult to make work in most decks. And then there's Lightning Bolt, and I think Lightning Bolt is good pretty much no matter what if you're playing red. So I think it's between the Triome and the Lightning Bolt. There are other Lightning Bolt-ish effects, but if we end up in red, there are not that many Triome effects. Now we have Duretti, Fiery Islet, Arbor Elf, Abbot, Sensei's Divining Top. Well, I like the Abbot. I think it is a fine card if we're just trying to do an aggro deck, but we don't really know what we're doing. So I'm kind of tempted to take the land or the Duretti. I think I'll just take the Fiery Islet. There's a lot of archetypes that blue-red has, and one of the keys to that deck is having good mana. So I think taking these two cards is perfectly defensible. I don't think that many of the cards in that pack were so busted that they're really punishable. Like, I don't think I'm going to get punished by passing them up. They're not really archetype defining like KIKI-JIKI is. KIKI-JIKI's really good to pick here. I don't know what got picked outside of this pack before we got it, because we have a Misty and a Ketri Triome. So I'm thinking there had to have been like 2 pieces of power or something, which sucks, but we're just going to take the Kiki and not look back. This card's strong. Even if you're not doing specifically Splinter Twin style things, you can just cast it and do stuff with it. Then there's Seasoned Pyromancer. Also Expressive Iteration and Lightning Helix and Badlands. And Underground Sea. And him. I think Expressive Iteration's really good. I don't know if it's better than Seasoned Pyromancer, but I think when in doubt, I want to take the cheaper card. Now we have Bloodthirsty Adversary. Memory Deluge? We end up in some sort of combo style deck. Memory Deluge is pretty good there. We also have the Triome, which means we can play a card like Mother of Runes if we get the right kind of fixing. And if we can play Mother of Runes in our twin deck, that makes it much easier to protect our creatures from instant speed removal. I just don't know if that's better than Memory Deluge. I think we just take the Memory Deluge and try and make it work. Now we have Incinerate and Goblin Electromancer. I like Incinerate because it is interaction. Manamorphose makes it easier to cast some of our cards, but I don't think we're worried about that if we take the right lands. I think we're just going to take the Incinerate. So this is a bit of a risky start. We're setting ourselves up, we just need the actual payoff. Now there's an Izzet Signet and a Wheel of Fortune. Every time I pass a wheel I feel bad because we immediately see the Narset, But here I think we still just take the Is It Signet. We need to make sure that we can actually cast our KIKI-JIKI. Now we have Bone Crusher, Unholy Heat, and Polluted Delta. We already took one removal spell, and I think having good mana is worth it. And the Triome does actually get fetched by the Delta, so we'll take that. Now we have Glorybringer, Winter Orb, Memory Jar. I think we just take the Glorybringer. And we have Duretti, Abbott, and these cards we're not going to play. Although we do have Polluted Delta. I don't think it's worth it for Olivia. We'll just take the Duretti. It does a good job of digging Retrofitter Foundry, Kitchen Finks, History of Benalia. Retrofitter Foundry has the best chance of actually making the deck. Seasoned Pyromancer coming back is also incredible news. So between the Seasoned Pyromancer, the Expressive Iteration, the Duretti, and the Memory Deluge, we have a lot of ways to dig through our deck and search for cards. Additionally, the Polluted Delta pulls a card out of our deck, which makes it more consistent. So we have a lot of consistency, and we have at least one combo card. Even if we don't end up getting the twin pieces for KIKI-JIKI, we're set up to just have a very consistent deck with a good amount of card draw. Now, yeah, I mean, we're not playing the Adanto Vanguard. There's a world where we play that. This is interesting. I don't think we're gonna audible into Storm, but like, we have the ability to. We have a Mox Pearl. Phantasmal Image, Sneak Attack. Well, we're gonna take the Mox Pearl. Try to get back the Sneak Attack or the Phantasmal Image, although I doubt either one will come back to us. Who's in this pod with us? We have... oh, another person with a similar name to me. And a bunch of people I've never heard of. But that's okay. No power here, but we do have Bribery. It's Bribery, Ancestral Vision, or Burgi. And I think pretty obviously we're going to take the Bribery. Just far and away the most powerful card in the pack for what we're trying to do. We already have a Mox and a Signet, so it's a little easier to cast than usual. I like where we're at so far. We just need to hone in and focus a little bit. We have stuff like Desperate Ritual and Goblin Electromancer that are kind of just medium. Although at this point I think the Goblin Electromancer makes it either way with cards like Bribery, Memory Deluge. What are we looking at? Tinker. We do have an Is It Signet, a Retrofitter Foundry, and a Mox. We also have Elite Spellbinder, which if we end up playing white is obviously a very powerful card. Then we have the Shield Breaker. And I've been pretty impressed with the Shield Breaker, a lot of artifacts flying around to get killed with it. I think this is a potential game plan as well, so we'll take it over the Shield Breaker. So right now we have multiple outs. We have the Tinker, which we haven't found the payoff for. And we have the KIKI-JIKI. Ooh, now this is an interesting one. So Inferno Titan's a really good card. Reality Chip is an artifact. But I think Lelia is just extremely powerful. Every time I see this card, it just does incredible things. Now we have Show and Tell. The problem is we're starting to run out of packs to find payoffs. I don't think we're playing Past in Flames, and I don't think we're playing any of these other cards, especially not the Goblin Guide. So I think in the dark we do take the Show and Tell. We only have one ritual anyway. Portent, Fury, Xander's Lounge. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to take the Xander's Lounge here. I wouldn't mind Portent, but it is one of the worst cantrips in the cube. Now we have Repeal and Young Pyromancer, but we're going to take Pestermite here for fairly obvious reasons. Looks like we're kind of honing in a little bit. We still have outs to do Show and Tell and Tinker stuff. We just have like a whole bunch of various combos to piece together and possibly just mise our way into. But there's a Deceiver Exarch. We're going to take that. Yeah, I think we still pick up the Zealous Conscripts if it comes our way, and we definitely pick up the Splinter Twin. That way we have 2 and 2. So we got back the Sneak Attack and the Phantasmal Image. At this point, our main game plan seems to be the Kiki, Deceiver, Exarch, Pestermite. So I think Fimage might be better for us than Sneak Attack. Now we have Burgi, Hell Rider, and Basalt Monolith. We're going to take the Burgi. I think it is a better card for us. At this stage of the game, the Desperate Ritual is coming out, and we even get back this. It's kind of goofy. It appears we're in the right color combination at least. Put that in the 1-drop slot where it belongs. Bloodthirsty Adversary I don't think really does anything. I guess it can play an expressive iteration, but that's like it. Play a Tinker, Inferno Titan, or Lion's Eye Diamond. We'll just take the Inferno Titan, Past in Flames. I mean, we're not playing the Goblin Guide. I don't think we're playing the Past in Flames either. I don't think we need the White Splash, so we'll just take Expansion Explosion for the sideboard. Mana Tithe, Immediate Punish. Another Mox, Goldspan Dragon, Force of Will, Spirebluff Canal. So we're obviously going to take the Mox here, but what I'd like to get back is Spirebluff Canal, Force of Will, Chandra, Goldspan Dragon. Those are the cards I'd like to get back, but not necessarily in that order. The one we want the most is Spirebluff Canal, followed by Force of Will, followed by Chandra, followed by Goldspan. But we'll just take a second Mox and feel happy with our lives. Counterspell and Through the Breach. We're just going to take the Counterspell. Now we have Imperial Recruiter, which goes and gets us KIKI-JIKI, Pestermite, or Deceiver Exarch. So I think we have to take that. Other options include Burst Lightning and Dig Through Time, and that's like pretty much it. I guess the Verdant Catacombs does actually get both of the Triomes, but we'll just take the Recruiter, make our game much more consistent. Red Elemental Blast, Mystical Tutor. Bomat Courier. What does Mystical Tutor get us? Counterspell, Show and Tell, Bribery. Might just be good enough as is. Also gets us Incinerate. It's a nice enough package, I think it's worth. Now we have Upheaval, which is not going to happen. Emery, which doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is a bit of a miss. I guess there is a world where we board in a Thundermaw or something? I don't know. I'm not playing Lotus Bloom, I just don't like that card, I don't think it's good. Now we have Monastery Mentor that we can't cast and a Koth. Koth has the highest chance of seeing play out of the sideboard against a controlling deck. Just turn some stuff sideways, get him dead. Okay, so at this point, Show and Tell comes out, Tinker comes out. Everything else so far stays in. We're at the perfect number of cards almost. Bloodthirsty Adversary might come out too. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'm kind of happy. Kind of have a little bit of everything. Now we have a Magda and an Abrade. I think I'm just going to take the Abrade. Although I really like Thirst for Discovery, I also value interaction a lot, and Abrade is premium tier interaction. Against decks that don't have creatures, usually you can find something to blow up with the artifact destruction, and against decks that aren't playing artifacts, usually you can kill a creature. Now we have Suspicious Stowaway, Wasteland, Ignite Memories, High Tide, and Scalding Tarn. I really like Suspicious Stowaway, but I'm going to take the Scalding Tarn. Of course, we're a little bit punished because the Spire Bluff comes back. We also have Inkwell. I think we have enough lands. I think we could just take the Inkwell here and play the Tinker. Now we have the Through the Breach, which, I mean, doesn't really do anything for us. We'll just take the Relic. Burst Lightning comes back. Red Elemental Blast is a sideboard card. Mad Courier is a Tinker target. I think we just take the Red Elemental Blast for the sideboard. We're not playing either of these cards. I guess Fire Blast out of the sideboard maybe. Palancron's not coming into play. Yeah, I think this looks fine. And a Magda, interesting. Put it in the deck, although I don't think we're starting it. Can we ever cast to the Inkwell? Well, kind of. We have to do a lot to do it, but we can. We have some mana ramp. We have 2 Moxes. Is this a 15 land deck if we cut the Inkwell and the Inferno Titan? I think it can be. Like all of our stuffs here are 2 and 3. And we have like mana discounts with Goblin Electromancer, Magda. So we're basically playing 17 lands with these Moxes. And then we also have an Izzet Signet. And then our curve is just relatively low. What's our mana looking like? All of these are both blue and red sources. So that's 5. So that's 10 apiece. Yeah, 10 mana. Seems pretty good. Do we want to do 6 or do we? Yeah, I think we just do 5/5 on the basics. I would like to cast my counterspell in time, and I don't really think I'm gonna have to worry too much about the mana for the KIKI-JIKI. We do, after all, have the Izzet Signet as well as treasures and a good amount of card draw. We also have a Deceiver Exarch and Bergie and stuff like that. Yeah, I think this is a fine way to run it. We're just gonna run it just like this. Save deck, play, and I'll see y'all in the first round. We found our round 1 opponent, and they're actually somebody that was in the pod with me. Not gonna lie, I don't remember too much about what was in the pod, but I do know that there was a pretty spicy mono white deck being passed around. So if they're playing that, we could be in some trouble. With that in mind, I think we have to play smart and try to play around anything we can. We're going to keep this 7-card hand here. I think it's good. Expressive Iteration, I don't think we're going to cast it on turn 2, but we can if we need to, if we feel like it's pressing. And lo and behold, exactly as I said, the sweet mono white deck that we said was at the table. They picked it. We're gonna play out the Scalding Tarn. I think we get punished for not playing out the MOX jet because they could easily have the Thalia that we saw. And I think we just pass the turn and look to go get a Xander's or whatever. What I'd like to see is level up. Yep, perfect. That's amazing. I'm A-okay with that. Xander's Lounge. Fiery Islet. Do we use the expressive iteration this turn? Or do we just cast a Seasoned Pyromancer? Or do we just cast a Burgie? I think we'll just cast a Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll discard Burgie and Island. Bribery, Mox Pearl, huh? Okay. Well, if we draw land, we actually get to bribery them next turn. And I have to imagine there's something in their deck that's worth getting. I think we're okay taking 3 here. Recruiter of the Guard. Okay. They probably are a little knowledgeable. If they understood that we were at the same table as them, they probably know that we're in Twin. But let's see what they get. Here we go. Phyrexian Metamorph. Well, that is a good one. Did we do it? No, I don't think we do. I do think that we play out the MOX, though. Cast this. Play it already. And we can just discard up to 2 cards. We're going to discard just Expressive Iteration. Abrade. Okay, that's fine. No attacks. Pass turn. If they would like to spend their turn. Okay, Phyrexian Metamorph, that's fine with me. Yeah, sure. We can kill the Student of Warfare if we want to. And I think we might. Actually, who am I kidding? Yeah, I think we do block. Are they attacking there? Oh. Yeah, then I don't actually care. Sure. I mean, I'd like to preserve our life total, but I don't care about that. Yeah, sure, you can level up. Yeah, we'll just go to our draw step. Phantasmal Image, huh? I don't think we're pitching any of these cards. We'll bribery them first and see if there's anything that we need to keep in mind. Blue, bribery them. Palace Jailer, huh? That is a pretty good one. Yeah, we'll go get a Palace Jailer. They also have a Gideon Blackblade, a Mox Sapphire, and a Mana Vault. Yeah. We'll do this. Get rid of this. End step, draw a card. It's a land, that's fine by me. If they want to slam all of their creatures into all of my creatures, that's fine. We have really, really good blocks to set up. They're going to attack all at face. Sure. We're going to block here. And we're going to block here. And we're going to block here. They're going to become the Monarch. They're going to get back their 1/1 Student of Warfare. Oh, is this some kind of... They get first strike too? Cool. Understandable, I guess. Where are they going to kill? Palace Jailer? Sure. And they're the Monarch again. Pretty okay, I guess. Alright, and they have more to do? Or are they just gonna level up? Sure, that's fine. Oh, we didn't actually plus up art already, did we? Whoopsie. Yeah, we don't have anything to get back. So, I think we could just discard the Retrofitter and the island. I think we do that. Triome, Polluted Delta, huh? I think we play this out. And we'll make ourselves a seasoned Pyromancer. And we'll discard Triome and the Polluted Delta. A little greedy, but I like it. Play out an island, which is good. And we'll just declare no attackers. Actually, we can declare an attacker at their face and draw a card here. Yeah, I do like that. They can block if they wish. Alright. We draw a land, not really what I was looking for. Sure. Do we just send the Pestermite out there? I think we do, and I think we tap the Student of Warfare. Or do we just abrade it? Yeah, I think we let them attack, see where they attack. I think what we do is try to preserve our life total here. I think that involves killing necessarily the Seasoned Pyromancer. They can have a token. Block there. What do they have? Nothing? Well, we'll try to do this. Okay, that works. We take 2. They will take the Monarchy back. They can make a 2/2 with Vigilance. And cast an Armageddon. Well... Unfortunately, we draw the KIKI-JIKI right on time. Good news is, we're actually not 0% to win this game, in spite of that. We don't have anything in there except Retrofitter Foundry, and we're not sacrificing any of that stuff. So I think this turn we just play out the Signet. Discard the mountain. Draw an island. I can think of worse things. I think we can't attack. I think we have to rely on them just not having stuff. And we need to be able to block something. Sure. We're going to block the elemental token. They're going to just attack face. Makes sense. We'll block there. Go to 5. Fine by me. Oof. Not good. We do need to do something. Glorybringer, huh? Glorybringer is a card. But is it enough? It might be. I think we do ready. Discard the Glorybringer. There's the mountain. We just need them to not have literally death here. Beginning of combat, we're going to tap something. Okay. Pre-combat main phase. Beginning of combat. Okay. Play a Pester Might. We Pester Might get there here. Do that. Use Pester Might's ability. Can't block. Umazawa's Jite. A little late to the party. But do they have swords? Mystical Tutor. Okay, yeah, we get there at 1 life. Just in a nick of time. The Armageddon was not enough. It doesn't look like they can do anything about the Inkwell plan. So honestly, I think it might just be enough. Like, they just literally just can't do anything about it. Yeah, what are we taking out? Duretti seemed like it was pretty bad there. Retrofitter Foundry also pretty awful. So we do that, bring in Inkwell and Tinker. I don't think we put in Show and Tell. And not playing Fire Blast, that's for sure. Yeah, we just try and run it like this, see if we can outspeed them again. That was a pretty rough one. Down to the wire for sure. Our opponent has a pretty solid deck. And I literally called it. Okay, so the problem with this hand is that we only have the Electromancer and the Phantasmal Image. We have the Bribery again, and the best thing that it got us was Palace Jailer, but it feels like we're a million miles away from casting it. Even so, I don't know if there's a 6-card hand that's necessarily better against what they're doing. So I think, in the interest of casting these 2 cards, we keep it. Especially on the draw. We might just draw the 3rd land, the counterspell. Student of Warfare? Ooh, they have the turn 1 MOX. Not good for me. Not good for me at all. Turn 1, Thalia? Cathar Commando. Sure. Joke's on you, I don't have any artifacts. I kept a bad hand. What you gonna do now, opponent? Oppo on the Hope and Pray plan? Yeah. Got him. Silverblade Paladin is bad news bears for me. That's for goddamn sure. Yikes. I might just be dead. Like, this turn I'm taking 6, next turn I'm taking 10. No, yeah, 10 more. Yuck. Yeah. So we just have to untap and kill it. Get that thing out of there. Now the goal is that they play something, like, bad. Umezawa's Jitte, that's fine. It's not great for me, but like, oh, Esper Sentinel? Sure. We can play our own Esper Sentinel now. They can also just sacrifice the Cathar Commando to kill it. Pretty unfortunate. Play the Triome, I guess. And I think we just play out the Cathar Commando. Just block whatever thing that they attack with. Yeah, I think that's fine. Cathar Commando 3-1. I'd like to be able to cast this Glorybringer as soon as possible. Only problem is it feels like it's a million cards away. We're functionally playing 17 lands here. We should not be getting mana screwed nearly as often as we are. If they'd like to attack with that, I am more than willing to block. Say no more. Easy block. Sure. I mean, that was a phantasmal image. Super duper easy for me to block right there. They play out some stuff. Burst Lightning and a Goblin Electromancer. Well, we are going to Burst Lightning here. Then we're just going to play out the Electromancer. Now, notably, they do have 0 cards in hand. So, we're not 0%, but it's looking pretty bad. The problem is that they just have, like, actual things in play. I don't, and I'm not drawing lands to cast the spells in my hand. Like, they equip here, they remove the 2 counters, kill my thing, attack for 5, I'm at 3 life. Just a little too slow on the draw. Even though we had multiple bits of interaction and traded multiple times. Yeah. Unfortunate, but nothing I can do about it. And they even drew nothing. Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate, but nothing I can do. Let's see what our last draw is. Mountain. Not gonna do it. Can see game, go to game 3. Koth. That's only till end of turn. What does Koth start at? 3? It's gross. Card's so fucking bad. Inferno Titan. You know, we can actually show and tell the Inferno Titan into play. And that might actually be a better game plan than tinker that into play. Show and tell's a little bit bad against them, but I don't think it's bad enough. We can also put a Glory Bringer into play. A lot of options. There's a Glory Bringer, but our hand is really slow. We have 2 MOXs. I guess we keep it off of the strength of Incinerate and Counterspell. What I don't want to see is turn 1 Esper Sentinel. Alright, turn 1 Island is our play. I don't think we can afford to bluff with the mountain when we have the counterspell in hand. That's pretty gross. Exactly the one card I didn't want them to have and the same card they had last game. There's a Deceiver Exarch. I think we're just going to play out the Fiery Islet here. We have to be able to counter specifically Athalia. They can attack for 1 if they want. They'll get their card back from the Sentinel one way or another. Student of Warfare, that's fine. Level up, that's fine. We're just going to incinerate this. I will not pay. They can go up a card if they want, that's fine by me. Mystical Tutor, huh? I don't think we can afford to Expressive Iteration here, so I'm just going to play that out and pass the turn. They're going to go to combat for 1. Fine by me. Delete Spellbinder. I will counterspell that. Not really what I was hoping to see, but that's fine. We have Expressive Iteration to try and dig ourselves out of it. 1 into my hand, Seasoned Pyromancer, I suppose. 1 at the bottom, 1 I can play this turn, right? Although, actually, I think we just keep both of the lands. 1 into my hand, 1 on the bottom, 1 exile. Yeah, I'll just put this into play now. Then we can Mystical next turn, I suppose. Try and get ourselves something worthwhile. If they want to pour mana into the student, that's going to work out really poorly for them. They're content to just attack for 1. Gideon's okay. I do think that we Mystical here. And I think that we go get Abrade or Burst Lightning. I'm going to go get the Abrade. Now we're just going to play out the Glorybringer, kill their Gideon, and kill their Student of Warfare. Attack and exert Gideon. Okay, so one thing that they could have is Palace Jailer, which would be pretty bad for me. And as expected, it's the exact worst possible card for me. Yeah, I mean, nothing I can do about that. We can get it back, but it's gonna be rough. So there's two options. I can Deceiver Exarch and Abrade, or I can Memory Deluge and Abrade. So Deceiver Exarch Abrade gets us back the Monarchy possibly, but Memory Deluge Abrade gets us closer to possibly casting our combo. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that we have to necessarily Abrade right now. We're going to Abrade that. Oh, if we Abrade that, we just don't get back our Glorybringer ever. That's kind of unfortunate. They can play a Signet if they want to. What is this? Figure of Destiny? Okay. Yeah, I think we do this. We're gonna take the Magda and the Show and Tell. A little rough. Yeah, I mean, they have to make decisions here. I guess they have something in their hand that's pretty good. Are they pontificating on something? What do we have? Swift reconfiguration. Well, consider that card reconfigured, I suppose. Yeah, I think now we're on the play the Deceiver Exarch plan. It's possible they do something pre-combat. Might be able to even ambush the Figure of Destiny if they tap out. A little interesting that they went for the removal on the Layla, or the Lelia rather. Either they have extraneous removal inside of their hand, or they considered this such a large threat that it demanded immediate removal. Pre-combat main phase, huh? Yeah, I mean, I got nothing. Beginning of combat. Well, we are going to cast it. We're going to tap that. Blink. And I think we do block here. They don't even attack. Okay. This removal. Hero of Bladehold. Usher of the Fallen. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you just get there. Yoink. I had no business winning that game. I had a 1 in 23 shot to draw the Kiki. We dug through some cards and didn't find it and all, I know that, but like, still. Odds are odds, no gambler's fallacy. The fact that we dug farther doesn't make it any different. Odds were still exactly 1 in 23. We couldn't even afford to crack a card with the Fiery Islet. We wouldn't have had enough mana to cast it. So the exact perfect play was play out the Deceiver there, and we made it, and draw Kiki was the only thing that saved us, and we drew it. So opponent didn't have anything to say. I wish I had told them that we were in the same pod together, but since it would have affected the game and possibly their decision making, I don't think that would have been a good idea. But it would have been cool. It would have been cool, if nothing else. Let's bring it up to match 2, see if we can get ourselves another W. Possibly even earn ourselves another trophy. That'd be pretty nice. See y'all in the second game. Okay, we have won the die roll and we are in our second match. And our hand looks pretty spicy. Turn 1 Magda opens up a lot of doors. And we have a Retrofitter Foundry to keep things moving if the game starts to stall a little bit. I think we do just start out with the Mountain. One of the only cards that punishes us for that is Counterspell. But we have more red than we do blue. Play out a MOX Jet. Play out a Magda. Pass the turn. Pretty much don't have any responses to whatever my opponent's going to be doing here, so... Another mono white deck? Well, not gonna lie, not super enthused to see that, but... Did we just pitch to the Seasoned Pyromancer here? No way. There's no way that that's right. I think first we attack. And if they block, then we'll see. They do block. Interesting. So they seem to be interested in a slightly longer game. They might just think that we're like mono red or something, which we ostensibly are not. I think we just play out the Burgie. And I don't think that we play out the Retrofitter Foundry. Next turn, depending on what we draw, we can get maximum value off the Seasoned Pyromancer by just pitching our whole hand, which will be nothing, and drawing 2. If they want to remove the Burgie, that's fine. Swords, yeah, as expected. I'm kind of calling everything that happens right now. I mean, it's not like I actually know what's going to occur, but it is interesting. I think we play out the Retrofitter Foundry, and then we just pass the turn. Next turn, we can play the Seasoned Pyromancer, the Fiery Islet, and get full max value. I can't imagine that our opponent's really just playing mono white here. Nope. Some kind of black-white brew, potentially. Be pretty bad if they had a hand disruption, like Elite Spellbinder. Skyclave Apparition. Not great for me, admittedly. They're gonna aim it at this, that's fine. We will make ourselves a 1/1. We draw that. We can cast all of it, so I think we will. Yoink that, make ourselves another 1/1. They have some kind of weird free spell I'm not aware of. They do not. Okay. And then we just pay the mana. Play ourselves a Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard 0, draw... Oh. I mean, okay. Since you asked so nicely. Play a Phantasmal Image, make another Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. Attack for 1, pass turn. That was a pretty sweet sequence. I'm glad I got that one on video. We just drew 4 cards for basically free. Intrepid Adversary, well, I gotta tell you, that's not gonna do the job. Well, they're just gonna pay? Oh dear. That means our hand is awful. They haven't even seen our secondary game plan? No, oh my god. KIKI-JIKI? We can play it, but it doesn't do anything for us. It just makes another Seasoned Pyromancer. Which is cool, but not really what I'm looking for. We have 6 mana. We'll just play out the Duretti. Or braid that. Well, yeah, I mean, what do we have in the graveyard? Nothing? Yeah, we just kill that. Go to combat. You see, every time that I've knocked Seasoned Pyromancer, or insulted it in any way, it just does stuff like this, and then I'm like, oh, never mind. Card's actually pretty okay, I guess. Like, the double red is restrictive. I always forget about the graveyard ability. What's this, a Wrath? Batter Skull. Well, I did just use my Braid, which is unfortunate. I can't destroy the equipment. But I do have the Embereth Shieldbreaker. See, you know, you ask and you shall receive sometimes. Do I even have to show them the Kiki? I guess I don't. I'm just ahead enough on board where I can just beat them. Yeah, I think it's fine. We'll crack the Fiery Islet. Okay. They can have that, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. They have a 4-3. Sure. Oh, you can crack. Ooh, that's okay. We just drew Glorybringer instead. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I mean, our opponent seems to want to continue the game. They're going to gain 4 life, but they're going to take 8-ish. That means they do live, but at what cost? So it may seem like pure greed to not just play out the Kiki here, but like if they see the Kiki, they're going to start holding that removal to ensure that they actually can deal with it. Like right now, the thing that they swordsed was a Burgi. And I don't really care about a Burgi. I do care about Pestermite. Silverblade Paladin, huh? Yeah, not gonna lie, that's a pretty good one. Only thing is, are they gonna kill the Duretti, or are they gonna kill... or just attack me? I think Duretti's probably the smarter play. For them, anyway. Unfortunately for them... I don't think it'll end well either way, because we're just going to make another glory bringer. Yeah, they can go to 9, but... For Schadenport, sure. Card's a little far beyond being useful. Fiery is lit? Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna play out the Kiki. Make a glory bringer. Yeah, that's enough for the opponent. They've seen it. So they don't actually know if we have the Deceiver Exarch and the Pestermite. They know that I have some value cards like Phantasmal Image, stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure that they suspect, but suspecting and knowing are two different things. They had some stuff that was 1 toughness. Inferno Titan might be adequate. I do think it's probably better than some of our cards against them, specifically Duretti. Once again, we're in a match up against an aggro deck, so cards like Duretti are much worse. I like the Retrofitter Foundry. I like most of our cards. Do we take the Bloodthirsty Adversary? Does that do anything? I guess it can recast a Braid, Incinerate, the other half of the Shield Breaker, Expressive Iteration, stuff like that. It's a little expensive, but I think it might be better than at least one of our cards, right? Maybe better than the Bribery, uncertain. I think we just run it like this and we'll see. Well, it's almost certainly going to be better than Memory Deluge, right? Probably. Alright, I'll see y'all in the second game of this round. Okay, so our opponent has in fact elected to go first, which is expected. We have 2 removal spells and a Lelia. I kind of like this hand, so I'm going to keep it. We are a bit incentivized to mull because we have 2 MOXs in our deck, but I don't think we can afford to. They're going to play a Thraben Inspector, that's a-okay with me. We do not draw MOX, so we'll just play out the Polluted Delta so we can go get a Triome. I think all roads to success start with having good mana, so that's my goal here. Just go get mana when the opportunity presents. Okay, they're just gonna attack. I mean, if they just want to play the Rishadan-Port game, that's fine with me. Because in the meantime, I'm going to be playing lands and only taking 1 a turn. I don't think Rishadan-Port's really very good at all. I think it is okay at best. Yep, if that's what they want to do with their turn, that's fine with me. So I'm playing against an aggro... Oh, nope, they didn't. They want to do something else. I guess they want to crack a clue. That's fine. I'll make the Rishadan-Port much worse for them by playing an Izzet Signet. So even if they Rishadan-Port me, I still get Lelia, or one of the removal spells if necessary. We'll play out the island, and then we'll just play out the Signet. Pretty good. Sure. I mean, truthfully, I think their turn would have been better served doing Rishadan-Port if all they were going to do was crack a clue. But maybe they desperately needed that land. If they need the land that badly, that means that their hand is a little clunky, which means Lelia might not be that good. We might have to be prepared to kind of switch gears and go into control mode. We do have 2 removal spells, we just have to be very careful with what we spend them on. History of Benalia, that's certainly a good one. The good news for us is that if we attack with Lelia, they are kind of priced into trading. Although, next turn we can actually kind of get them. So what we can do this turn is play the Triome and abrade one of the tokens. Or actually we can play the Lelia and attack them this turn and play the Triome. So I think we will. If we have a land on top, we want to play that first. So we'll play the Lelia first. Go to combat, attack them. What's on top? Not something I can cast, unfortunately, so... Is it just cast or is it play? Nope, you may play, so it gets lands too. What a strong card. Then we play this. This is interesting. We're actually a little bit more of a beatdown than they are at this point. Of course, they're going to get a Knight token. They're going to attack me for 3. But, like, our beats are pretty good here. Unfortunately, they have a Council's Judgment. I don't know what they voted for. What did they vote for? Lelia? Yeah. I will also vote Lelia. Alright, they're gonna do some damage to me here. Can't really do much about that. I might just have to take my medicine and... Well, unless we draw a MOX. If we draw a MOX, we're on the gravy train with biscuit wheels. We did not, unfortunately. But we do have some pretty sweet stuff coming up. So next turn, we get to Inferno Titan. And if the Inferno Titan lives for 1 turn, we get to Phantasmal Image the Inferno Titan. Which I have to imagine is beyond good. What is bad here? I don't think they can punish us too bad for waiting. Like, the worst case scenario is that they play the... I don't even know what, like, some kind of instant speed pump. Mox Pearl, okay. Alright. The Wandering Emperor would be pretty bad. Yeah, we'll burn one of them with the Incinerate. At least try to anyway. We can take 5, but I can't take 9. It's a little too much. Looks like our opponent has something to say. Not that much though. Okay, it's fine. Gideon. Elite Spellbinder. Well, unfortunately, can't really do anything about that. I let it come in, I will abrade it, and then... Do we just abrade the Knight token? Yeah, I think we have to. Well, actually, no we don't. They're going to do the Inferno Titan either way. So now we at least have an option of next turn we can Phantasmal Image, and then abrade the Elite Spellbinder. And I think that's good. See, people sleep on this card, and I do not know why. Every time I see it get played, it does insane stuff like this. A MOX puts us only 1 land drop away from casting it. But it looks like we're going to be doing a game 3 situation. Well, I think I'm going to burn out the Esper Sentinel. But not yet. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to first... Well, actually we don't really need to do that, so we'll just do this. We will Phantasmal Image. Make an Elite Spellbinder. Silverblade Paladin Swords, Wandering Emperor, huh? It's a pretty busted hand if I'm being honest. Kinda just does everything. Kinda gross. We'll take the Wandering Emperor. Yikes. Then we'll play out a Magda. I know we have the Abrade in hand. They can swords if they want to. They're gonna swords the Elite Spellbinder more than likely. But that puts us live to draw a land. Silverblade right now. And what you gonna do? Elite Spellbinder? Okay. Making choices, I suppose. I think we're going to kill the Silverblade, but there is merit to just killing whatever they link it up with. Alright, they did it with the Knight token. So now I think that we do just do the Silverblade. We're going to let them attack because we don't have too many options here. They're going to let us block as well, which is obviously really good for us. I think we're going to block here. Getting the flying creature out is a good plan. Although, really all we really want to do is draw the land, and then we can kind of start owning them on board. Can we afford to take this much damage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Not really. Not really. Yeah, I mean, it would have been pretty good for them if they had just done it the other way. I think now we have to block the Spellbinder. They have swords in their hand. They have to decide whether or not they're going to use it. Okay. Alright. Okay, now I think that we're going to abrade the Silverblade Paladin. They can draw a card off of the Esper Sentinel. So far, that means it's dealt me a couple damage and replaced itself, which is above par, but not broken. It's fine by me. Did we draw the land? Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately Bergie doesn't really do too much for me. But the good news is, we do have some stuff we can do. We're going to play out the Bergie for sure. Just because it's better than doing nothing. If they have a land this turn, they can play out the Wandering Emperor, which would obviously suck. But we don't really have too many options other than playing it out. The Bergie, that is. Pretty sure this is going to be a game 3 situation. But we have a better idea of what cards to look out for. And at this point, I think the bribery comes out. Whatever's going on in their deck, I can't imagine that going and getting one of their 3s or 4s is going to win it for us. Looks like they have a lot of choices to make in their hand as well. We know one of the cards is a swords. And, well, yeah, that's that. Okay. Is it another removal spell? They have that. I am just dead. Interesting. Not gonna lie. I really think that just playing out the Wandering Emperor would have been better for them. Well, we must necessarily block here, so we will. Oh, we actually didn't have to. The swords gained us life. Whoops. Are they gonna pump mana into it? Yes. Yes. And... no. They really, really want the Rishadan port. A waste of their time. Mountain? Yeah, unfortunate. Good game, I suppose. Let's go to the third game after a brief sideboarding session. So, bribery comes out. I think Tinker and Show and Tell are not completely unreasonable. Putting Inferno Titan in, what do they have to put in? I don't know. I just don't know. I think we can put in the Inkwell. I think we can put in the Tinker. I think we can take out something, but what? Maybe the Retrofitter Foundry? Yeah, I think that's fine as is. We're gonna try to aggressively mull towards a faster start, maybe. I think that's one of the ways that we win this game. Just doing broken stuff faster than they can keep up with. We would love to take the play. And our hand is not great. We do have a removal spell, a Bergie, and a Glorybringer in the back. So I think we do keep it. We also have a lot of good cards in our deck. Sadly, never MOX. But I guess we did draw both of them in the first game, didn't we? Yeah. Play this out. Once again, the last card I want to see is the Esper Sentinel, but... yep, there it is, turn 1 again. I wish I wasn't, literally a mind reader, I guess. Okay, well the good news is we drew a Mox Jet, so we're gonna play that. Yeah, we'll play it, and we'll pay 1. Yes. I would love to. Then we'll pass the turn, see what they've got going on. Do we just kill this? Let them get their card back? Maybe. I don't know what we're doing next turn. Probably just playing out the Bergie. And then it's not blocking. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we have to. No thanks. Okay, bye-bye. A little late to the party there. That's fine. We're just gonna play out a Bergie. Pass the turn. They can hit us for 3. And hopefully we draw a land, can start doing Glorybringer things. Hopefully their turn is just play out a creature and attack for 3, because that would be pretty ideal for me. Sure. What you got, opponent? Are they stuck on 2 lands? One of the ways that... Oh, no, never mind. History of Benalia. Well, that's not good for me. But if I draw a land, this will be really good. I did not draw a land, unfortunately. We drew nothing. Well, I guess it does go get us something. But what? Shieldbreaker, Lelia, Magda, Phantasmal Image. Is it Phantasmal Image? Make another one? Phantasmal Image does actually seem good. Yeah, and then the other Phantasmal Image can go get us Lelia. Or something. I don't know. Shit. We can go get us Embereth Shieldbreaker, but we don't have anything to blow up. I think we still just go get the Phantasmal Image. Boink. Would love to make mana. Yes, please. Okay. Do we just go get the Seasoned Pyromancer? Or do we just go get a Deceiver Exarch or Pestermite? I guess we go get a Pestermite? If we play out the Glorybringer, there's a good chance that we can just kill them with it. But the Lelia also puts them on a clock. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Lelia. So I don't think we attack here with this. Specifically because if they attack the Night token into it, we can block. If they attack with the Adanto Vanguard, they have to pay 4 life to survive that. They can make a Night. That's fine with me. What I don't want to see is 4th land into Wandering Emperor. So naturally that's going to be the exact sequence they have. I mean, we'll know it's coming because they're going to right-click attack all after playing a 4th land. And it doesn't look like they're doing that. Okay, well, this is a pretty easy block. We're going to block with this because it is going to die to anything. They're going to pay 4 life, and they're going to trade 4 life and their combat step for that, which I got for free off the Imperial Recruiter. Literally for free because I went and got something else anyway. And then post-combat, what do we got? Rashadenport? Sure. Give her runes. Oof, that's a little brutal, not gonna lie. Tap with Rashadenport. Sure. Polluted Delta. Okay. Far from the worst card in our deck, but it... Obviously we can't cast the Glorybringer still. So we're gonna play out the Lelia. Yeah. Go to combat. They also have the swords. Cool, I guess. Just have everything, I suppose. And whichever token I block, they can give protection. Yeah, looks like their draws lined up pretty well for them and mine hasn't. I mean, the swords was going to get us one way or another eventually. So, not really a whole lot I can do about that one. Yeah, just pass the turn. Esper Sentinel, Swords, History of Benalia again. Pretty good, I guess. $20-card deck, I suppose. Okay, well, we're gonna block the Adonto Vanguard. Not block anything else. Take 8 damage. Not be happy about it, but they just pay 4 life instead of giving it protection, which I think is a pretty big mistake, but who am I? I mean, they're definitely ahead on board, but like, we're not 0% to find a way to kill them here. Of course, they could just keep playing 3/3s that can get through all of our stuff. I guess that works too. We will crack this because we need mana. Go get a Triome. They're gonna Rishadan again. I was literally thinking the worst card we can draw is Tinker because we already drew the Inkwell, and lo and behold, we do that exact thing. Look, I'm not saying that I have bad luck. I don't believe in the concept of luck. I think it's kind of nonsense. It's just a thing people tell themselves. But I mean, what are the odds of us nailing all these fucking predictions all the goddamn time? The Esper Sentinel, the Swords to Plowshares, drawing the Tinker, just absolute nonsense. I'm off this game. They can have the match, we'll just move on to match 3 and see if we can get there. I mean, this isn't a commentary track, I'm recording this in real time. So, there's no way I can really cheat my way through it. I'm just calling the stuff as it happens, I guess. I just have been playing this format long enough to know. See y'all in the third match. Alright. Looks like we're there already. We've won the die roll. That's pretty lucky. Well, we have a turn to Magda, which is good, I guess. I think we play out the island. This is a sorcery, sadly. Right? Isn't it? Let me see. Where's the preview pane? Come on. Yep, it is a sorcery, so we'll play out the island first. I mean, I'm predicting my opponent has a turn 1 play here. No? But a Sacred Foundry is definitely not what I want to see. Still, who knows, maybe the Magda will live, and maybe we'll get a treasure. That'd be pretty cool. Bitter Blossom? Well, we don't really have a way to interact with that. So we better get in while the getting's good, I guess. Yeah, we'll play out the island. Go to combat, beat in. Post-combat, play the Burgie. Yeah, we're going with the full Burg this time. Pass the turn. Fortunately, they're also costing themselves some life. We also have Burst Lightning. Dark Confidant, huh? Yeah. I could see things going worse for us than they are right now. I don't think we do anything but attack with both. If they try to team up and double block on the Burgie, we can blow them out pretty hard. I think we just burst lightning that away. Do we? We have mana. Not worried about it. Okay, second main, we'll play out the Fire Islet, and we'll just pass. Hope that they start taking some serious damage off the Dark Confidant. Yeah, I think it's fine. We have a lot of mana. We have a lot of cards. They're costing themselves nothing because of course they get a fucking land. I'm tired of people playing Bob and always having the lands. Are they going to attack for 2? They didn't seem interested in blocking last turn, so I assume they want to. Missing Mortars, huh? Not ideal. I think we crack this now. Seasoned Pyromancer, huh? Okay. Well... Una's Prowler. That's not good. No. Play that out. Play this out. It's Ender's Lounge. I have to crack my treasures too. Play this out. Discard. Well, everything. KIKI-JIKI Imperial Recruiter. Well, those are certainly cards, huh? Opponent is at 13. They can't just always get lands, right? Scrubland. Cool. Ugh. Well, eventually they'll be forced to do something about their life total. Thankfully the Una's Prowler is gone. Yeah, I'm not gonna block. Not even close to interested in that. Do we just start spamming Seasoned Pyromancers? They have 4 cards in hand. No, I think we just Imperial. Let me go get a Phantasmal Image. We can make ourselves a Bob. Yeah. They want a double block, maybe? They do. Very surprising. Now that we have a Bob, one of their win conditions is actually kill us with combat damage and hope that we bob ourselves to death. Ooh, on Burial Rites. That one's a little heavy. Yeah. Not gonna lie, not looking great, but maybe they have something. Olivia. Get back an Una's Prowler? Okay. Sure. Well I can't block, so I won't. That's the first step. Yeah. Counterspell. Alrighty. They can deal us some damage in the air. What are our options? Not really anything. I think we just pass turn, pitch this to this, and Well, that's the problem. If they have a thing to discard with Olivia, we just do get God, don't we? But we only push through 1 damage if we attack. So I'm not really interested in doing that. I think one of the ways we win is that they just bob themselves to death here. Luna's... God damn it. Of course they have the Grizzlebrand. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, what you got? A 1. Nice. Good job, buddy. Pretty perfect sequence for the Uppo, I guess. Yeah, good job, buddy. You really got there. Really did the thing. Okay, so we have Relic, and we're bringing that in, and, I don't know. Think that's it. Take out something that's bad. What's bad here? Embereth Shieldbreaker didn't do anything, but that doesn't mean they don't have something. Goblin Electromancer just pressures their life total. I don't think it's that good. Memory Deluge seems a little slow. Bribery is obviously incredible. Glorybringer seems fine. Bergie was okay. Imperial Recruiter was fine. Hard to even say what was bad. Maybe Mystical Tutor. Guess it does go get us Bribery if we want it. Also goes and gets us Incinerate and stuff. Yeah, we'll just run 41. I don't even care. We'll take the play again, and we have hand that doesn't do anything, so we'll maul. We have a hand that does something, so we'll keep, and we'll put Burst Lightning on the bottom. We'll put Incinerate on the bottom. Yeah. So they are playing black, so we do actually get punished for not playing out the Mox Pearl this turn. If they have some kind of discard spell. Now what I don't want to see is turn 1 Entomb, because we can't really do anything against it, so we'll see. Lava Claw reaches is fine. Well, I can't really cast that now, can I? So we'll just play this out and pass the turn, I guess. Maybe they're afraid of double blue. I doubt it, but it's possible. Una's Prowler. Okay. Well, we are going to... Bink. We're gonna bink that real quick. Alright, well they didn't have anything to do about it, which is fine by me. We get a Goblin Electromancer, just 1 turn too late. We're gonna play it, pass turn, see what's going on over there. 6 cards. Dismember. Well, unfortunately for them, Dismember only puts us off by 1 turn. So we're gonna go and Imperial Recruiter and get ourselves a Lelia. I mean, Magda makes us mana. Deceiver Exarch stalls the game a bit. We'll get the Lelia. Yeah. No, Phantasmal Image was the correct play. Pretty stupid of me. Phantasmal Image can copy a reanimation target. Okay, here we go. Relic of Progenitus. Well, that's a pretty good one. I think we Lelia first. Well, there's a Fimage. Yeah. They have this turn to do it, and then we can hold up the Relic. For the rest of the game, probably. If we draw a land, I'm not even going to Bribery. I'm just going to hold up Relic. We're forcing them to make some number of decisions here. They do have to do something about Lelia eventually, unless they have a way to dump a Grizzlebrand into play this turn. And then they also have to find a way to make Relic not work. Okay, we will Relic them now. Okay, Dismember enters the exile zone. Didn't mean to immediately attack, but we're going to do it anyway. Pretty good. Happy to see a land. Play out the land. Pass turn. Okay, we're going to Relic them again. We draw a land so we can keep up the Relic and we can Bribery them. Goldspan, Archon of Cruelty? Yeah, I'll take an Archon of Cruelty. Why not? It means the Grizzlebrand is in their hand. Ulamog? Sure. Ulamog is kind of the non-bow, so fine by me. What you got? KIKI-JIKI. Well, that's certainly a card I'm not casting, is it? Yeah? They're going to think about some blockers, and they're going to come to the conclusion that they don't have any. And then they're going to maybe blow up a creature. Lelia put in enough work, I'd say. Yeah, well, pass priority. They go to 2, we pass. They take a damage off Bitter Blossom. Bitter Blossom kills them if they Wrath. They have to wipe all the permanents away if they want to live. And yeah, that's enough for that game. Well, we drew the sideboard card and it was good, but I don't know if that's going to be enough this time around. We need more than that. We need to win fast. We're just going to submit like this. Lose the die roll. 1 hour 43 minutes in. Okay, so we have a Magda, an Imperial Recruiter. We can play the turn 1 Magda. Yeah, I think it's fine enough. Well, it looks like they have a pretty good turn 1 as well. Una's Prowler, and then discard. You know, I keep saying this, and only because it's relevant every single time I play the game. I'm really tired of my opponents always having the same exact cards in every single game. Tired of always seeing the perfect discard outlet. Tired of always seeing the Black Lotus or the Bribery or the random sideboard hate piece. that's in the main deck for some reason. Just feels like it's every time. Alright, what's this? Shallow Grave? Let's see what we got. Liliana? Okay. Sacrifice a creature. Just what? Okay, I don't care about that. I'm pretty far from caring about that. Sure. I think discard an Ulamog? It's fine by me. We can tap that down. Beat in. Yeah, I think we do that. I mean, we're in the last game. There's not really any kind of room for, like, sandbagging here. They probably weren't going to block anyway. Well, actually, they almost certainly would have blocked. They don't have a reason not to. They already have a discard outlet in play. Still, I like that play. I think it's probably the best one we have. Faithless Looting, like, yeah, they have plenty of discard outlets. Tapping the Unis Brawler and getting in there was the best choice we could have made. Now, if they for some reason tap out and we draw exactly Kiki, we can actually just go and do the thing. Mizium Mortars. Unfortunate, but we have backup. We're going to discard the Mountain. They're going to discard a Sneak Attack, and they have no cards in hand. Okay, fine by me. Well, let's see. So we're going to cast the Imperial Recruiter this turn. The only question is, what are we doing with it? And I think the answer is probably just go get Phantasmal Image and make another Imperial Recruiter. Yeah, for now we'll go to combat. They block. Okay, fine by me. They have nothing in play, nothing in hand, except a Liliana. So we do have to play at least 2 creatures this turn. Otherwise they just minus. Alright, we're gonna go get a Phantasmal Image. Or we can go get a Lelia. Lelia's really good against them right now. Lelia's not only card advantage, but it also just, like, murders Liliana dead if they don't have anything. I guess we should have done that pre-combat, but we couldn't have because we didn't have the second treasure. Now if they draw exactly a removal spell, I guess our plan fails miserably. Okay, they're going to get rid of our Bergie, then we're going to get rid of their Unburial Rites. They can't even recast it. Now the Lelia's dead. Or the Liliana, rather. Go get Lily. Expressive Iteration, that's a pretty great card for me. Yeah, Lily, bye-bye. Play out the MOX Jet. Tap here, cast this. Put, I don't know, this into my hand, this on the bottom, this into exile. Play this. Oh, cool. Do we play out the Izzet Signet? Yeah, I mean, I guess there are ways that I get punished for not doing it, so I will. We'll pass the turn. We can crack the Scalding Tarn and crack the Fiery Islet. Faithless Looting? Sure. Not good. Unburial Rites cost white to flashback though, so we're gonna go get a basic island, I guess. Crack this. Burst Lightning. Okay. Memory Deluge. Do we have any other haste creatures? Guess we have Kiki. I think we just do this first. Attack all. Abrade. I think we do Abrade. Off of that. I think we just pass now. We can Memory Deluge. Now what would suck is white source into exactly Unburial Rites. But it doesn't look like that's what they've got. So Dark Confidant is the other choice. Alright, we're just going to Memory Delusion response right now. KIKI-JIKI Phantasmal Image, huh? So that is a combo. Phantasmal Image can actually make an Imperial Recruiter, which will make us specifically... Ooh, I mean, even draw the Incinerate, yeah. Okay, we're gonna Burst Lightning here. Burst Lightning there. We don't even want to give them the chance to block with that. More important that we get in the damage. And if they block the Imperial Recruiter, we don't get to Phantasmal Image it. Opponent might be doing some salty commenting. Nope, they're not. They're just thinking about what their outs are, if they have a way to survive here. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go to combat, attack all. We get a land, that's good. Play out the land, play the Phantasmal Image. Imperial Recruiter, go get Pestermite. We have an upkeep stop, we're gonna tap the Lava Claw Reaches. Upkeep, we're gonna boink, bonk, Pestermite. Yep, that's enough for the opponent. They've seen it, they know they don't have any outs to what we're doing with only 3 possible mana if they draw land. And if they draw land, they don't do anything. So we win the game, and we go for the 2-1 finish, which is enough to get us our 100 points back and another video out for your viewing pleasure. I am RobotRalis. I hope that you have enjoyed this experience. I hope that you found it insightful in some way, and that it helps you to level up your draft experience as well. Thank you for tuning in. Please feel free to leave a comment. Please feel free to subscribe, and please feel free to like the video. Have a good night.